Hello, welcome to another week of Mrs. Pilcher's Bookshelf. I hope you're having an awesome summer week. Do you remember last week's book? It was about an amphibian. And the book was The Salamander Room. One of my middle school students guessed this book. He must have read it as a young child. The book's by Anne Mazer. And it's just a fun book, a boy and his imagination. Let me reread you the first page of the book. Brian found a salamander in the woods. It was a little orange salamander that crawled through the dried leaves of the forest floor. The salamander was warm and cozy in the boy's hand. "Come live with me," Brian said. He took the salamander home. The rest of the book is about him creating a room for the salamander. This was the page that I recreated. His mom asked, "They will be hungry. How will you feed them?" "I will bring insects to live in my room, and every day I will catch some and feed the salamanders. And I will make little pools of water on top of the boulders so they can drink whenever they are thirsty." And he goes on and on about taking care of his salamander. And here's his room at the end of the book. So I hope you can find this book at an independent bookstore or at your local library. It was a Reading Rainbow book, so maybe you've read it or heard it from Reading Rainbow. Anyway, it's just a fun book to have. Now, this week's book is about a little old lady. She's not little when the book starts out. But let me read you from the beginning of the book. It's not the first page, but let me read you a little bit from the beginning of the book. And it's told from her great niece's perspective. In the evening, Alice sat on her grandfather's knee and listened to his stories of faraway places. When he had finished, Alice would say, "When I grow up, I too will go to faraway places, and when I grow old, I too will live beside the sea." "That is all very well," little Alice said to her grandfather, "but there's a third thing you must do." "What is that?" asked Alice. "You must do something to make the world more beautiful," said her grandfather. "All right," said Alice, but she did not know what that could be. What do you do to make the world more beautiful? Anyway, I hope you have fun guessing this week's book. There are some flowers involved, and they're lupines. I thought of this book because I heard that lupines were blooming in Duluth, Minnesota right now. So hopefully those are enough clues for you to guess this week's book. Anyway, I hope you have a great week, and I will talk with you next time.